Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm coming at you live from the messy living room looking like the hot mess express that I am. Chances are if you've clicked on this video you already know this is going to be a pregnancy update. If you didn't know that, well, surprise! This is going to be my pregnancy update covering weeks 23, 24, and that's it. Just weeks 23 and 24 this time? Yeah. Okay, now I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, wait a minute, why are you only doing weeks 23 and 24 if in your last video you covered 3 weeks? Well, that is because next week I will be going on vacation, and so I just wanted to get this update video, guys, up for you before I leave for vacation. And then as I'm on vacation, I'll also still be making update videos and uploading those for you as well. But anyways, this is just gonna be weeks 23 and 24. Currently, I am 25 weeks and 1 day. So I didn't want to add 25 weeks into that mix because I just started my 25th week. So I still have a few more days of being 25 weeks. So yeah, I hope I didn't make that too confusing. I'm honestly a little scatterbrained right now. I'm trying to film and my son is sitting right over here watching YouTube Kids, so if you hear some squirming around or voices, that's just him. And I'm sure he'll be popping in and out of here during the video. But anyways, let's jump into this update. So I feel like a broken record every time I start these videos because I've noticed that I always say that a lot hasn't happened or changed, and I'm about to tell you the same thing. The 23rd week I feel like was really uneventful, and it's not that things haven't changed because they am changing. They are changing, and I shouldn't say they're not changing because I know the baby's constantly growing, my body is constantly changing, so it's not that things aren't changing, it's just that I don't have any symptoms worth mentioning really. And so yeah, so I would say that the 23rd week there weren't really many changes at all, honestly. So actually this is probably just gonna be an update about week 24 because like I said, during the 23rd week not much happened.
Hi kids. Hi.
He says hi kids.
Hi.
Who are you saying hi to?
Hi. Hi. Hi.
You like say hi? You just want to do this pregnancy update for me since I can't think straight? You're such a goof.
Maybe.
I love you.
Maybe I put the package.
What?
Put the package.
No, not this time. Where?
There's an
No, I don't think so.
Take it S.
Okay, so week 24. This week has definitely made me realize how pregnant I am getting. For starters, the baby has been moving like crazy. That's no news to you guys. I'm sure I mentioned that in my last 2 updates that she's been active like nothing else. She's crazy active, especially at night when I'm trying to sleep. But it's to the point now where I'm able to record with my phone and I can see her movements and her kicks and stuff, and to me that's just one of my favorite parts and it's really cool. So I've been loving that. That's been a lot of fun, and with that means that the kicks and hits are a lot harder and stronger, and sometimes they're painful. Sometimes she kicks me in the right spot and it almost feels like I'm gonna pee my pants, but it's all fun. It's all good. I feel as if I am always out of breath. This is something that I think has hit me more recently. I am out of breath right now, and all I've been doing is sitting here and talking to you guys. So I guess just as my stomach grows and as baby grows, we're both running out of room and I am out of breath. Every day I try to go for a mile walk or a 1.5 mile walk, and by the time that walk is over, I am out of breath, I'm overheated, my cheeks are super red, and I look like I ran a marathon or something. It's honestly hilarious, but I guess that's just what happens when you are basically a human incubator. Now, another thing I've noticed, especially during this 24th week, is that I've had a lot of tightness in my stomach area, which is something that my app also mentioned that I would probably feel during this week. Your skin is being pulled and it's not itchy, but it's definitely creating this uncomfortable this uncomfortable feeling. I really can't explain it other than just to say, I mean, think about it. Your skin is stretching and growing. It's being pulled and it's uncomfortable. I don't remember feeling it like this when I was pregnant with Jaden, and I'm not sure if I can feel it a lot more now because this is my second pregnancy, and they say that your stomach gets bigger with like after your first pregnancy. So I've had that recently, which isn't the best feeling in the world, but it's bearable, and obviously it's worth it. I've also noticed too that during the day, whether I take my walks or as I'm just doing the daily activities, my stomach has gotten heavier and I can feel it pulling more. So if I'm not wearing the right maternity shorts with a good belly band support, by the end of the day, my stomach is sore and just feels like it's ready to just drop off of me, if that makes sense. I guess that wouldn't really make sense and that sounds weird. So I've had to be more mindful of that lately, especially when I take my walks. My belly's just growing. It's growing really fast and it feels ginormous already. I don't know how it's supposed to get any bigger.
Mommy.
What?
Mommy.
What do you want to tell them?
Mommy.
Are you gonna let me tell my story?
Mommy.
On June 6th, I was scheduled to have my next pregnancy appointment, and at that appointment, I was 24 weeks and 2 days. Everything went really well. My blood pressure was good, everything checked out, and it was a pretty basic appointment. I did go in there with a few questions, but the main thing I had wanted to talk to my midwife about was the fact that I'm going on vacation next week, and so I had to make sure that I got a clearance paper, I guess. It's basically a paper saying that I don't have to go through the security machine thingies, the x-rays, I think. Pretty sure that's all that's for, but anyways, I got that paper, and after she printed that out for me, she went ahead and started to check the baby. So she checked the heartbeat first, which was really good. It was 144 beats per minute, and then she went on to measure the fundal height, which if you aren't familiar with that, they measure the top of your uterus and then all the way down to your pubic bone, I think. As I mentioned, at this appointment, I was 24 weeks, and so the fundal height is supposed to be about the same amount of centimeters as you are in weeks. So I was supposed to be measuring 24 centimeters, or I think you can be like 2 to 3 centimeters higher or lower than the weeks that you are. And at this appointment, I was measuring 28 centimeters. So that was interesting because it's 4 centimeters higher than what I was in weeks. Oh, lovely. The interesting thing is at my 20-week appointment, when I found out the gender, I was 20 weeks and I was measuring 24 centimeters. And so I was also another 4 centimeters higher than what I was supposed to be. So at first she was curious. She even had me go to the bathroom and then remeasure me, but I was still consistent and still 28 centimeters. So she wasn't exactly sure why. She said that typically what happens is if you're measuring bigger or like... Sorry, my camera battery died, but as I was saying, my midwife was a little surprised that I was measuring 4 centimeters higher than what I was in weeks. She said that typically what happens is if you are measuring that much higher or that much lower, they'll schedule you for an ultrasound to see kind of what's going on and make sure that everything is growing right. But she said the interesting thing is that I just had my ultrasound at my 20-week mark, and at that appointment I was also measuring 4 centimeters higher, and they said that everything with the ultrasound and the baby all looked good. So she said because it is that way and that there was no cause for concern at that appointment, then she's not worried about it now, and it could be just how my body is handling this pregnancy. It doesn't mean that the baby is measuring bigger, and that the baby's gonna be ginormous when she's born. She just said it could be a combination. It could be that the placenta is bigger, it could be that the baby's a little bigger, it could be that there's a lot of amniotic fluid, so she really doesn't know. But as long as I'm still continuing to be like 4 centimeters high, then she said they'll just know that that's just the regular for my body with this pregnancy. So yeah, that was basically it for that appointment that I had. And other than that, baby girl is doing great. She's growing big and strong and healthy, and that's all I could really ask for. It's cool because my pregnancy app has been saying that for the 24th week she is now 13 inches and 1.5 pounds, which is pretty crazy to imagine when you look at my stomach and try to picture that there is a 13-inch long baby in there. But I can definitely start to feel it now. My stomach is feeling pretty tight and things are getting awfully squished. So I am still going to show you my belly, but this is going to be it for the update portion of my video. I hope you enjoyed this pregnancy update, even though I feel like it was kind of all over the place and a little hectic, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. If you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up, and I would also love it if you considered subscribing and joining our little YouTube family. Speaking of little family, hi. What? Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness, you're being so silly. Can you tell them thanks for watching? Say subscribe. Say give it a thumbs up. Yeah, no, up, thumbs up. Yeah. And we'll see you later. So a quick note, I'm gonna show you my belly, but it's probably gonna be a little funny because I'm on my knees and I can't turn as easily as if I were standing up, but this is the best part of the house with the best lighting. So let's show you this baby bump.
Baby bump.
What?
Baby bump.
Baby bump?
No.
Who's in my belly?
Baby Kiki.
Baby Kiki? Let's show them baby Kiki. Everything's against me filming right now. I can't focus with him sitting right there. You wanna go pee pee on the potty? I'm having such a hard time getting